My family stole my $8,500 surgery fund for a cruise, so I exposed them and saved my grandma. I flew home for Christmas to a silent house. Only grandma at the table, eating cold stuffing while the plastic star blinked. She slid a note over. My stomach dropped as I read it twice. They spent my $8,500 surgery loan on a family cruise and told me to watch her. I'd saved it with night shifts and weekend driving. They left yesterday, grandma said. No goodbye, no food, no meds list. I carried my suitcase to my old room and set it down. Something in me went hard and quiet. I cleaned the kitchen, made tea, and told grandma to sit when her knees shook. We ate in silence while the lights clicked and changed. When she slept, I stared at the note again until the words felt burned into me. That night I pulled Dad's filing cabinet from the garage. Dust flew. Grandma brought a faded notebook and sat on the step. Your mother took my pension login in 2016, she said. I thought I was forgetting. I wasn't. We opened folders and stacked receipts, deposit slips from Dad's stations, ATM withdrawals that matched Mom's shopping, cash that never hit taxes. I logged into Grandma's bank with her, wrote down dates, and printed statements. We saved copies to a drive. For 2 days, we built a simple trail. I made a spreadsheet. ATM pulls next to station camera hours. Venmo to Emily labeled emergency on days she posted new shoes. Zelle to Jacob tagged repairs, the week he bought golf clubs. A totals page and a timeline from 2016 to last week. Grandma pointed out gaps the statements missed, like Wednesday cash lifts that matched her face cream runs. On the third day, they came in loud. Emily rolled a designer suitcase, bragging about the ship's buffet. Mom kept sunglasses on and said, "Did you even clean up?" Dad grunted and wouldn't look at Grandma. Jacob fell onto the couch and grabbed the remote. I stood at the table with my laptop and a folder. "Sit," I said. "I've got something to show you." They smirked but sat. I turned the screen and started the walkthrough. First the spreadsheet. Dates, amounts, sources. Pension withdrawals under Mom's name lined up with ATM camera times. I tapped each line. "This is Grandma's money," I said. "This is mine." Venmo to Emily for rent the same day as her beach photos. Zelle to Jacob for car fixes the week of his golf selfie. "Where did you get that?" Mom asked. "From the accounts you thought we'd never check," I said. "Change your passwords." Screenshots came next. Mom to Emily. "He won't notice the cruise deposit. He trusts us." Emily back. "He's soft. And who leaves Grandma alone anyway?" Grandma pressed her palm on the table. Emily laughed. Dad said I was being dramatic. Then I played a recording. Jacob's wife, Kelly, on our porch 2 nights before they left, saying she begged him not to go and was done lying. I clicked through camera stills from Dad's station. Mom at the counter with cash. Emily at the mall the same hour Grandma's balance dropped. Jacob's text to Dad. "Got it. Need more before Friday." Dad stood, face red. "You little snake," he said. "Sit," I said. "We're not done." I opened the last tab. An email draft. Subject: Elder Financial Abuse Report. Recipients: State Ombudsman. Social Security Fraud. 2 local news desks. The email listed totals, dates, bank names, account tails, and a drive link. At the bottom, it said they had 48 hours to return every penny to Grandma and repay my $8,500 or I would send it. Emily's hands shook. "You'd ruin your family," she said. "You already did," I said. I set a kitchen timer for 48 hours and placed it on the table. It ticked in the quiet. I helped Grandma to the couch, made her soup and covered her knees. They slammed doors and whispered. I checked the files on both drives and in a printed binder. I slept in a chair with my shoes on and the laptop by my hand. The first day crawled. No money came. No one apologized. Mom said I wouldn't dare. Dad said no one would care. Emily said she would block me. Jacob said he would sue. The timer rolled down while the tree blinked steady. On day 2, I opened the laptop and hit send. The progress bar moved and turned green. The room went quiet except for the hum of the fridge. Phones started buzzing. Email replies stacked. Auto replies from agencies. A short note from a reporter. Received. Thank you. Please keep your phone on. Dad stared at his hands. Mom reached for the laptop and then let go. Jacob stood, then sat. Emily dragged her suitcase to the door and said she needed air. I closed the laptop and looked at Grandma. She stood slow but steady. I helped her into her coat and gloves. We stepped into the cold hallway while the buzzing went on inside. I locked the door and put the key in my pocket. Grandma squeezed my arm once. I nodded and walked her toward the elevator. The tree kept blinking through the window as we left. Now relatives are calling me cruel for going public. Was I out of line?